Hi, it's Ryan Beckett, and you are watching Off the Racq.
Hey guys, it's Cale with Off the Racq, and I am here with Ryan Beckett from The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
I mean, we couldn't really ask for a better background.
It's amazing.
It's like a Christmas card, a typical Florida Christmas card. We're on the beach. It's December. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's cut to the chase because The Bachelor is coming out in January. So, do you have any predictions? You know?
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm really excited for Nick. I actually didn't like Nick when I first met him because I didn't give him a chance. He came in the middle of my season, and he was kind of the villain that interrupted what all the guys were trying to do. But I had a chance to get to know him on Bachelor in Paradise, and actually he's a really cool guy. So he's tried this a few times, and it didn't work out so well for him. So I'm really hopeful that this time it worked out.
All right, so take me back to your mindset when you first found out you were going to be on the show. How did you kind of mentally prepare for that? Because I mean, I feel like you have to, but then you have kind of no clue what you're going into.
So I was supposed to be on Jillian's season originally, like 6 or 7 years previous, and I bailed last minute. And it randomly came back into my life by some random casting thing, and I was like, well, the universe has brought it back into my life twice. So
it's a sign.
I guess it was a sign. And I like to do things that take myself out of my comfort zone because I think that's when you grow as a person. And I had a lot of trepidation and I almost didn't do it. But then I was like, why are you taking yourself so seriously? And it's maybe cliche, but I think on your deathbed you regret a lot more things that you didn't do than you did do. So I was like, whatever, I'll take a leap of faith, and I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure my friends will make fun of me, but I'm used to that.
I mean, hey, that's what friends are for, right? Yep. All right, so how is living in the house with a bunch of dudes? I'm sure you learned a lot very quickly about everyone.
Yeah, that's true. So I played a lot of sports, team sports growing up, so it was kind of, I felt like there's a lot of camaraderie, like lacrosse or swim team or soccer team. We had, I think, 6 guys in my room, all in bunk beds. So there's a lot of broing out. There's a lot of downtime, and there's copious amounts of alcohol, so there's a lot of drinking. But it was a blast. It was a blast. And you don't have anything. You don't have a cell phone. They don't really let you have iPods or books even. So you're being interviewed. You're being asked how you feel all the time. You're talking to your buddies. And so it was good. I actually enjoyed that part, actually.
So you got really in tune with your emotions.
Yes. I will say that I honestly learned a lot about myself. And that was an unexpected benefit. That and making a lot of really good friends, learning a lot about myself, because I went in not cocky but very confident that I was like one of the older guys in the group, and I had a lot of mental fortitude, and it was humbling. Yeah. It was humbling on a lot of levels.
Do you think that what's one thing you really think you learned from that experience?
That I always have to stay in really good shape. It's funny because I went on, I was like, all right, I can wear a suit well, and
I got the abs.
Right. So I went on and I was like, I'm in pretty good shape, and there was like 10 personal trainers on my show, and I went to the pool. I'm like, oh, nope, I'm not gonna do it. But so that was a lesson. Always be on your A game. But in addition to that, I think just being honest and open with not only yourself but whoever you're in a relationship with, whether that's a family member, a friend, someone you're dating, you really got to just put it all out there. And I think being authentic is, especially coincidentally and ironically with reality TV, nowadays being authentic is almost even more appreciated than it ever was, because it seems so rare. Like everyone puts on like this facade. So that's a lesson that I carried with me as well.
Now, what's the first thing you did when you got off the show?
The first thing I did when I got off the show is try to reach out to all my friends that were on the show with me and talk about how stressful that was. I know and my friends that weren't on the show, it sounds silly. They're like, oh, you were in LA, hanging out, drinking, like having a good time. Like it was fun. It wasn't stressful, but it really, really was stressful. Yeah. So I just kind of camped out at my parents' house for a little bit and just laid low and just kind of reflected on the experience, and tried not to read some of the leaks and the blogs and stuff like that, and just enjoyed getting to know new friends, basically. So
you basically detoxed from the world.
Yeah, I had to detox from all the alcohol we drank, for sure, and yeah, just detox from it. It sounds silly, but you're being asked how you feel all the time. And when we had our first orientation, they're like, listen, we're going to be and you guys, especially as guys, you guys are going to be annoyed because we're always like, how do you feel? How do you feel? Guys typically don't like being asked that. We're like, oh, we're fine. Everything's great, you know? And that was something that was annoying on the show, and they warned us this was going to be the case. When you get off, you're like, no one's asking me how I feel anymore. Yeah. So it was good to think about that, reflect on it, and really kind of inwardly look how you feel about certain situations.
I feel like a lot of people you don't normally go through every day and you're like, how do I feel about this? So that's probably a really good thing that you get to go through.
Sure, it was like therapy in a way. I mean, I think I maybe needed a little therapy after the show, but it was also kind of like therapy in a sense as well.
But you went on Bachelor in Paradise,
yeah.
So what kind of made you make that decision?
So when I came off the show, if you would have asked me, I would have said I'm never going to do the show ever again. So then Bachelor in Paradise, they asked me last minute. They were talking to some of my friends that did it for a while, and then it came into my life last minute. And I decided, it was a similar kind of thought process, and my friend's like, okay, so they're going to pay you to go basically be on vacation in Mexico to be in board shorts and date potentially gorgeous women. I was like, yeah, why am I not doing this? So I knew that it was going to be stressful. It wasn't as large of a time commitment, potentially. So I did it, and I'm happy I did.
Yeah. All right, so what's next for you?
So now I'm 34 now. So I really emphatically think I'm never going to do one of those shows again. I've been talking to HGTV, maybe doing like some kind of Love It or List It type thing, and that would make more sense. It's a little bit more highbrow. It's more in the realm of real estate, what I actually do. I have a real estate startup called Hubden, which is like a tech platform for realtors. That's kind of been my baby. So I'm trying to do some adulting now.
Hashtag adulting.
Hashtag adulting. And I'm trying to be a lot more responsible with, those kind of things. And really, I'd like to find a wife and have kids. So that's a goal. Sometimes dating in South Florida is challenging. But those are my business, and finding a wife are probably the number one and number two.
That's awesome. All right, so where can everyone find you on social media? Go ahead, plug yourself in. Might as well.
So I'll probably just say my Instagram, which is Beckett List. My last name is Beckett, and I'm a self-proclaimed bucket list enthusiast. I name my boat Beckett List, and I like to live life like goals, experiences, which kind of dovetails as to why I did the show.
That's awesome. All right, guys. And of course, you have to subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And of course, go stalk, find him. You're going to need to.
I have a lot of dorky jokes on my Instagram, so.
Are they dad jokes?
Yeah, a lot of I love dad jokes.
Tell me your best dad joke right now.
What'd the fish say when it hit the wall?
I don't know. What did it say?
Damn.
There you go.
Don't judge me. Don't judge.
And that we're just going to leave it right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.